Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Pikmin 2. I've managed to pry myself away from Pikmin 4 long enough to come back to this. Okay, so I didn't realize Pikmin was going to be my new obsession, but that's the case we're in right now. So, not too long ago I played Pikmin, well, I picked up Pikmin 1 and 2, the double pack on Switch recently, and finally getting to Pikmin 1 on my own time, and you know, I was liking it, I was just having a hard time with it. And then my youngest brother saw it on my Switch and then wanted to play, so I downloaded it onto his, because I share accounts, but, so then he got into Pikmin 2, and I've been playing it on and off with him for the last couple of weeks, and between playing Pikmin 1 and 2, I was having a lot of fun, and, you know, now I'm a Pikmin fan. But anyways, so, with Pikmin 2, when I was playing with my brother, there was a lot of stuff about Pikmin 2 that I think is like, wow, this is there's a lot of cool stuff about this. This is a big upgrade from Pikmin 1. And then I kept playing, and we'll get to that. So, we're going to begin. Now, I got backup save files, but this is where we've been playing. We played for 15 hours. We found almost all the treasures, like a little under half, but we're going to be starting a new game. Or a little over half. Okay. So, we'll get into the game. Pikmin, I should have looked up. Hokotate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, wow. He's okay, crashed on an uncharted planet, while on an interstellar, there he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. But in Olimar's absence, his employer, Hokotate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Yeah, we're getting into it. It's basically just immediately after the end of the first game. Captain Olimar. He's got a surprisingly deep voice. I've been playing 3 and 4, and yeah, Planet Hokotate. Everything seems great. President of Hokotate Freight and local employee, Louis. Okay, this was released in like 2004, so like 2-3 years after the first game? 3. Yeah, whatever. Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad. Quite glad. But sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company is going under. Yes, we're finished. I don't know what voice to give. In his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden pick brain carrots was eaten. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell our corporate assets to repay the loan. Hey, that's mine! But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin. I don't know what voice I'm doing. As for the rest of our loan... Great. We have no means to repay it. Olimar, what is that? He actually sounds more raspy. You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? What is your deal, man? Okay. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Money, money, money. Initiating valuation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth 100 Pokos? That's more than a year's salary. Jesus. What? There are more on that planet? They can repay our debt? I'm bouncing between more. Louis, you don't look alive. You will bleh with Captain Olimar. And so we are given our mission. Yeah, immediately after Olimar gets home, Kit doesn't have a chance to see his family, which I know people really don't like. But it's just kind of a running theme for Olimar's, like, life to be a disaster, despite how chipper and, you know, well-off things seem to be. but we're getting there. So yeah, with Olimar at the end of the first game, yeah, he immediately gets back. His company is in debt, and now we got to go pay it off by finding items at, you know, on the planet that we just escaped from. Whoop! This one takes a little bit to get going, but once we're going, you know, we'll get there. Bip, bip, bip. Ooh. Bzzz. That was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert! Danger! Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen. Somehow fallen out of his cockpit. Somehow. Yeah, it's sealed up. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look. Lots of tutorializing. I might jump ahead a little bit just because. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. Help them. Use... Yeah. You can also hold B. Yeah. Mainly tutorializing. So, mechanics pretty much exact same from the first game. Call them with our whistle. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab. Yep. And I got... Or I should... Hold on. Okay, yeah, I do have... Okay, so when I'm throwing Pikmin, I do have a slight... I do have the motion controls, which I used to not like, but turns out, like, the slight adjustments make aiming a little bit easier. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just reestablished my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate that we managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. Okay. We're getting there. So now here's like the first big twist of the game. We can play as two characters. What? Louis, allow me to assess your condition as per our safety protocols. Are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press, yeah, to contact. Okay. And so, yeah, we get to play as Louis. I love that little, like, him-shaped snow print in the ground. But we get to play as a second captain. We got Louis. This, you know, dopey-looking dunce of a guy. And there's a lot to say about Louis. We'll get there. We will get there. Oh, we will get there. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. Ooh. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Olimar's report, you can pluck it with A. Boop. That's not a pick carrot. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures that from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. Press A to throw a Pikmin where you want it. Yeah. You can disband your squad with X, in that sorts it out into colors. Olimar's description of the creature resembling pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Oh. Oh. Sorry, I suppose his voice is deep too. Alright, but yeah. You know, second verse, same as the first. We get Pikmin to do stuff in order to propagate the species, and that just lets us do even more stuff. And we gotta keep them from dying, which in Pikmin 2, quite difficult actually. The onion ejected more seeds. The pellets from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olamar's report, yeah. Holding A to pluck. I was kind of... Okay. I was trying to... Okay, never mind. There we go. I was going to say, that one better be going over to... As our numbers are building. Oh, right, I gotta hold A. Sorry, now that I've been playing Pikmin 3, because Pikmin 3 has full co-op, so I've been playing that with my brother now, and then I've been playing 4 on my own time. I'm almost done. I've been blazing through it, and I've been having so much fun with it. But... So now I gotta get remembered, like, oh yeah, old controls. I got no lock on, I don't have... Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to praise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press ZL to move the camera behind you. Yeah. Also press ZR to zoom in or out, and then, yeah, hit the right stick for camera. To appropriately make it spin or push it up at a different angle. And with their powers combined, we can crush bags. Louis! I've heard some people say that they're supposed to be brothers, but I don't think they are at all. I think that's just a mistake. Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? From now on, use B to form a single group. Take X, or to take solo action, press Y to change leaders. Yeah, X to take solo action. Okay. Come on, Louis. How many more Pikmin do we need for this? Okay, we need a lot more. Hold on. Is there anything up there? No. Okay. So, yeah. Again, kind of like... Yeah, again, second verse same as the first. So, we gotta find treasures. They need to grab, you know, nectar and dead creatures in order to bring them back to the hive. I suppose you guys can start digging. Hold on, let's grab... Help carry that, speed up the process. So yeah, a little bit of a slow start, but once we're getting going. So, you know, it's basically like the first game, or, you know, mechanically it seems a lot like the first game, but we're getting into the mechanical differences, and we'll get to that. For the one being, there's no time limit, which is a contentious point, but we'll get to all that when we get to all that. There we go. And I know this was a whole thing. This used to be a Duracell battery, yeah, in like the original GameCube and Wii versions, it was a Duracell battery, but with this re-release, they had to, you know, obviously change out the branding, which I've heard people complain about, but it's just sort of like, it's a brand, screw 'em. It's like, yes, it was cute and quaint that we saw like an actual brand that we use in our real life. At the same time, you know, they can go screw themselves. Okay, but it's coming together. Because when I was playing Pikmin 2 with my brother, well, first of all, he really kind of taught me a lot of skills that I didn't realize I could do, such as, you know, using your whistle to, you know, douse out Pikmin that are on fire or afflicted by something. That's a big deal here. Or, you know, get them out of the water. You know, how to, you know, splitting. He taught me how to split groups up. That helped up a lot. I did miss that tutorial in the first game. And, yeah. Anyways. So, playing Pikmin 2 made me way better at Pikmin 1. And there we go. We got our first thing. Electric power super battery. Courage reactor. And that's a fun thing about, like, naming different things. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to the president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokitate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Totally fair. So yeah, it's already the end of day 1. And yeah, so long as Pikmin are in your group, well, that'll matter on other nights. But for this first night, the Pikmin are going to go to their onion. Whoops, okay. Yeah, we can skip ahead. Those cutscenes are repetitive, so we got a Courage Reactor. And so, the goal of the game, instead of, like, Pikmin 1 to survive, it is to just gather up treasures and get to a grand total. How many Pikmin, you know, we created but also lost? You found your first bit of treasure? Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts. So check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Will do. And then, yeah, we get mail every day. We get, you know, we got files about the different creatures. And that's kind of funny how to aggro them out by throwing pick carrots. Oh, and then the treasures we get and how much they're worth. So, yeah. Again, there'll be a lot more to say once we get there, but let's head back to Valley of Repose. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling and profit for your company? I get enough of that in my real life. I play video games to escape it. The Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. Stand beneath the onion? Yeah, call them out. Oh. Sorry, I'm now realizing, you know, now that I know what Olimar sounds like, and I didn't notice what he sounded like playing this game or the first, so it's like, finally through 3, I realized his voice is so deep. And that's a shock to a lot of people, and I've seen the comment going, it's like, yeah, maybe you should play an actual Pikmin game instead of just, you know, thinking Olimar, or knowing Olimar from Smash Bros. And I go, you know what, that's not fair. Or that's not unfair. Hold on. You know, I already miss having my charge from the later games. But yeah, when me and my brother were playing this, we kind of hit a snag where we missed well, you know, there were sometimes he was playing himself, and then, you know, other times he, you know, learning, so he lost a lot of Pikmin, and then also missed a lot of treasures in a lot of certain areas that we'll get to in a moment here. And so it made backtracking a real problem and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm thinking, you know, I should be able to mitigate some of the problems we had just by sheer dint of, you know, the foreknowledge and what the end goal is and how we're gonna get there. But you know what? Having a second captain, having Louis, you know, having a second captain is all worth it just to have that increased pluck speed. And then, yeah, we got the Bulborbs and the big and small Bulborbs. And then we got another piece of treasure. Do we have enough to carry it? We need a lot more. Okay, well... Get in there and help carry. Alright, cadet, I got a job for you. Start hitting your face against this wall. You get right on that. We'll be right back for you. Oh, yeah, is there more flowers over here? Or more nectar? There is. There's a couple. It's not a lot, but it's still some. Okay, but yeah, so it's just growing our armies, finding new Pikmin, and, you know, just, you know, making things easier in order to explore more parts of the world, find more treasures, and pay off our debt as fast as possible. And that's not necessarily even a requirement, it is just, you know, it'd be good to get that paid off quickly. We got a family to go home to. Okay. Suppose I should have... Well, we'll be fine. Alright, so we're gonna get them to go gather that pop can. Keep it up, big guy. You got this. And then, yeah, just the multitasking of... you know, gathering up items, figuring out how to split up your groups to get things to carry. The more Pikmin you got carrying something, the faster they carry it, even if only slightly. But, you know, moving a couple a little bit faster could be a big difference in the end. Just let them carry that back to base. Again, a little bit of a slow start, but once we get going here and, you know, find more Pikmin, start increasing the numbers. There it goes. Oh! Sorry. Just that, it looks like a screaming face. Utter scrap, and yet it is super valuable. It is more valuable than pieces of food we're gonna find later on. Okay. Buddy, this wall should have been taken care of by now, but alright, let's help you out. Maybe 60 of you at once will do more. And, you know, you can separate, you know, switch between Louie and Olimar, move Louie, or have Olimar sit by a group of Pikmin doing something, waiting for them, while having Louie, like, go into another position or something. It's not Pikmin 3 where, you know, you can organize, where you can organize where everyone goes and, you know, have everybody spread out just with a click of a button. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall? When massed, their might is ferocious. Louie, did Olimar instruct you on proper Pikmin command? Yeah, okay. So it's just reiterating the tutorials. And now, the big thing about this game. Interesting. Warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear. The leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. I will return any Pikmin outside of that group to the onion. Approach the hole and press A to jump in. Yeah, now it's kind of like one of the more contentious, you know, big changes in Pikmin 2, the underground. And we'll get there, because I like these at first, and then I kind of got lukewarm on it as we went, but we'll get there. Emergence Cave, sub-level 1. Intriguing. My heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than on the surface. Analysis suggests danger lies ahead, but the promise of treasure is tantalizing. If you wish to check underground Terran, press yeah. I am not just a ship. I am an all-purpose support pod. Trying to get them to land on their backs. And yeah, we just kind of we have our dungeons. We got a floor with monsters, treasure to find, and we just gotta be careful. Spicy ginger ale, quenching emblem. So yeah, the underground kind of works as like dungeons. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your finds in my hold. But I do not think beasts will be worth much. Yeah, so you still get some money from enemies in the underground, but not a lot. Like, even, like, big ones are only worth, like, 15 at most. But, you know, you kill enough enemies, the number does stack up after a while. But it's not the goal. The goal is the big stuff. Got a little orange. Citrus lump. Appropriate. And then, yeah, after... You know, go floor by floor, going deeper and deeper, finding items, fighting monsters. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louie, you do recall that you can adjust... Okay, we know. Sorry, it takes a while for them to stop reiterating tutorials. But I suppose, you know, there's a lot of complicated mechanics. This is a, you know, kids game and they're trying to articulate a lot. So just try to remind you, it's like, don't forget, you can do this. Final floor. If only the rest of them could be this short. Hey. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design on the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. But how will we ever lift it? I fear that even with 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. But yeah, we found a globe, and that's kind of a weird design. That looks like Earth. That's weird. Why would a globe of Earth be on an alien planet? We'll get to that. Yeah, I think that's cute. We need 101, and our carry limit is 100. So yes, even with 100 red Pikmin, we cannot lift it. Come on, bump into you. Alright, now we're getting to... Because the thing is, the caves kind of introduce some of my favorite and, you know, my favorite parts of the new changes, and then my least favorite parts about it. Astounding, a flower blooms in the cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. It's all ionic imagery if you get my drift. Moving on. But yeah, we'd never seen that color before, and look at that! Oh. Chunky boys. Amazing! A purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olimar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yep, now we got the purple Pikmin. Heavy, you know, burly boys. Did we only... Oh, there we go. It's like, we're missing some. Did we only get 3 out of that flower? That shouldn't be right. There it is. But yeah, now we got purple Pikmin that are slower to move, like much slower. Look at them run. Try not to leave anybody behind. But the big draw is... There's one red Pikmin. There's a purple. Yeah, they are purple Pikmin are 10 times heavier and stronger than the other Pikmin types. They move very slowly. They kind of set the pace for what they're carrying. At the same time, you know, they are strong. 200. Spherical Atlas. Yeah, it looks like Earth. That's weird. With a couple more... Yeah. There's a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere. Retrieving data. Error. I can only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I will input this data into my planetary database and name it the Sphere chart. Press plus to contact me, and yeah. Now that we have this new data, you should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. So yeah, that's what we got. We got a new Pikmin type. Well, we can turn, you know, our Pikmin into a new Pikmin type, into a new color, and they are super heavy. And I love the purple Pikmin. I like the Pikmin they introduce in this game. The means of getting them is a problem. And I like the dungeons in this. They go on for way too long, but we'll get there. Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate it has enough power to launch you into the air. Approach it and press A to try. Yeah, so that's kind of the goal. Where go deeper into the caves until we find the exit, and then launch out. And any Pikmin that's not in our group will still join us as long as if we go down or up. So you don't have to worry about leaving anybody behind in the same way you do for the ship. Cave complete. And yeah, we found all the treasures in that cave. It's the tutorial one. It's not hard to miss everything. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send a report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Olimar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What, you still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take as much needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. So yeah, that's the game telling you, you know, you are not on a time crunch like before. You can relax and do things at your own pace. And, you know, I actually like the time limit in the first game because it's a sense of agency throughout the game, like Dead Rising or Majora's Mask. It, you know, it seems like it's in a tight schedule, but it's actually pretty fair as long as you can at least do one major thing a day. Find one major ship part, then you're good. I'm trying to think of more. I actually like the time limit for, like, it's kind of like your benchmark. Baby steps first, Olimar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hokotate Savings and Loan, after all. Besides, there's nothing left to repossess, so ha! It's depressing but funny. But I like the time limit in Pikmin 1 because it's a good benchmark, and so, like, the faster you get things done, the better it feels. Alright, let's go to the Awakening Wood. In the meantime, though, you then have to deal with, sorry. I was gonna wrap up for the day. Well, let's do one more day. I was gonna wrap up there, but these videos are gonna get long. Sorry, there's lots to say, but we're... Good morning. It should please you to know that the purple Pikmin are lodged safely in my hull. The confines in my interior seem to suit them perfectly, though they do occasionally tickle me. Stand in the ring and the light? Yeah. So, the purple Pikmin hang out in the ship. Which, you know, that says it right there. Purple Pikmin don't have an onion. And we'll get to that. Louis has Olimar instructing you to protect... Yeah, okay. We can separate them in colors. And then, yeah, something I'm learning to do more is holding A to, like, ready the throw and then swapping between them. That's helped a lot. Because, yeah, switching to the right Pikmin to do a lot of damage quickly, it's just not as fast as the other games. I probably shouldn't get ahead of myself because I think we could be able to get... We should be able to do something today. You know what? Put those down for right now. Okay. Yeah, these like little grubs. They're not dangerous though. We got berries, but let's take down this wall first. Oop. And then, like in the first game, nectar in order to make them bloom. The Pikmin that drank that yellow nectar instantly matured into flower Pikmin. It appears to have enhanced motor skills. What a wondrous nectar! How intriguing. Like plants, Pikmin mature from leaf to bud to flower. Captain Olimar, you must share the information you have with your subordinate Louis. He's right here, you can tell him. So yeah, having nectar to make Pikmin stronger. Get over there. Help out. So yeah, as we are trying to get through the day, trying to build up our numbers, trying to find more caves, and trying to find treasure. Because what we should be able to do pretty quickly here, and that would be really helpful, actually. Okay. It's taken a bit. Those dark walls take a lot more, but there's another sphere there. Sorry, just waiting for them. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. So there's no time limit in this game like there was with the first game. So, you know, you can just take your time, get the money you need, and do it at your own pace. Which, again, as someone who actually likes the time restriction in the first game, I don't mind that it's not here in this one. You know, it makes sense. It's a different, you know, different adventure. Also, something to watch out for because, hey, look at that. Does that flower have an eyeball? There we go. Okay, because purple Pikmin can also shake the ground and stun enemies. So if you're careful, you can shake enemies and throw them off. I don't have enough, do I? How much more do I need? Damn. Man, I was so hoping. Okay. Oh, wait, we need the electric gate to get that. That's right. Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry, thinking. Try to remember. Oh, that's right. Can't go through there. Damn. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to think. It's just like, oh yeah, we should be able to get the blue Pikmin right away. Nope, there. That's right. They're under lock and key. We got to find the yellow Pikmin first, and that's by going to the next area. So, you know, we're a little restricted on what we can do, but that's because we're starting out. So once we, you know, collect everything, get new Pikmin, get them to do stuff, and try to cover as much area as we can within the time limit of the day. Because we got these red berries from this, Astounding! This red berry contains an ultra-spicy essence. It does not appear to have any monetary value, but I shall research potential uses for it. Bring me more specimens. Yeah, so we bring him a bunch of berries. Okay, and we don't need to tutorialize on this. You know, once you hit the Pikmin cap, they stop sprouting, so we're done. Didn't you know that there are no more than 100 Pikmin will venture into the planet at once? But I currently observe only 95 on the surface. Could there be wild Pikmin somewhere? Interesting observation. It's there. I'm trying to... Okay. So yeah, once we reach the limit in the world. But yeah, so we can have 100, but yet we have 95. That means there's 5 Pikmin somewhere wandering around. Captain Olimar, my research on red berries you discovered has yielded a powerful potion. Behold, the ultra spicy spray. Although it is untested, I believe it will have spectacular results. Spray it on all your Pikmin by pressing down on the D-pad. When necessary, I can produce 1 bottle of spray from 10 berries. Yeah. So what the spray does, and I don't want to waste it here, because what it does, it just amps up your Pikmin. They work faster, they attack harder, it just, you know, boosts up all their capabilities. I suppose what we have to do... Try to make sure everyone's keeping up. This is going to be a long one just for the sake of tutorializing everything, but once we get going... Biological sensors are reacting violently. The readings are ominous. A beast of unknown power lurks in the depths. A large Pikmin group would be reassuring. My sound sensors are picking up hostile roars of many beasts. Expect dangerous encounters. Sensors are also showing extreme heat pockets. You may need flame-resistant Pikmin, which, lucky for us, but my records indicate no such data. Are my records incomplete? Yeah, and something I didn't realize is that, yeah, red Pikmin are actually immune to flames. You'd think that'd be obvious, but, you know, they're plant creatures. Why would they be resistant to fire? My tongue's swelling up a bit, and I don't know why. Holy beast. Alright. So. Now we just start navigating as we're into another cavern. And now those purple insects actually, there's the difference. The grub-like ones are the females, the dark ones are the males, and so they're actually dangerous. They can eat your Pikmin. Uh-oh. Sorry, I realized them walking on their own, they could get snatched up. Yeah, we got a little D-pad. Stone of Glory. Dead end. Just looking around in case there's any. Because we don't have the treasure radar yet or anything like that. So just trying to make sure everything is found. Okay, we really don't need them to be dropped off, so delve deeper. As I recall, this isn't a long cave either, since it's the, other tutorial one, but we'll get there. Sublevel 2. Whoops. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, crack eggs to get nectar. I suppose I should have sorted them out too. Okay, here we go. And with that, we got some more purple Pikmin. Is there really nothing else out here? Okay, yeah, I suppose this is the... Oop. But there we go, we just doubled our number of purple Pikmin. That's a big, weight bonus. Now we can weigh that bag down, no problem. Sorry. Keep going. And sorry, just the repeated cutscenes of just like jumping in, falling down. And if you want to be safe, red Pikmin can destroy flame geysers just so we don't have to deal with them. Taking care of that Mahjong piece back. Pretty sure that, yeah, that's Mahjong. There we go. And if any other Pikmin type gets caught on or catches fire, you can just douse them out by whistling. All right. Valuable little piece. Strife Monolith. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure that it even makes even more sense if you remember what the, pattern on the Mahjong piece is, and I just don't know. Okay, this has been pretty lax, thankfully. You get to later caves, and they get brutally difficult and long. Let's make sure it gets delivered so we don't jump the gun. There we go. Cosmic Archive. And that's kind of funny because it's a floppy disk. It took, what the highest they could contain is like megabytes, but for them, it is such a vast wealth of knowledge. Okay, this has been pretty simple so far, but again, later caves just get ridiculous in terms of what you find in them, what you fight in them, and how much of them there is. Okay. Gonna safetyify everything. Get rid of the fire geysers. Oh boy. Can we get around him? Hold on. I really need the purples to be drinking some nectar, but, you know, I could sort them out. That would be the smart thing to do. Okay, there's no way around them, so just gotta... Oop! Okay. So you got these spiders that come out. I don't think they're dangerous. I don't recall them being dangerous. But, you know, they just make everybody scatter, and it's hard to, like, articulate everyone back into fighting. Okay, you know what? We're going to separate you guys out. Because I'm trying to, you know, hold a swap to purple Pikmin to do a lot of damage fast. But then it just switches to reds because it's kind of depending on how they group up. But there we go. I mean, I already had a... Okay. I was gonna say, I already had a purple Pikmin that I accidentally threw in there. Sorry, purple, it won't do anything, right? Okay, here we go. But yeah, we're growing up our number of purple Pikmin very fast in this cave. I really hope that keeps up and they don't die horrible deaths. Dream Architect. Little Game & Watch, that's cute as well. Aren't you guys carrying the bulb orb? Nintendo. Luck Wafer. Yeah, checks out. Might as well carry this big guy over. Okay, if only every cave was this easy and not much more difficult. But yeah, we're getting there. So what do we got? Like, no, not 30. Purple Pikmin, 25. But you know, that's the strength of over 250 Pikmin in a smaller group. They just move very slowly. Okay, Hole of Beasts. Final floor. Oh, God. Right, I never fought this thing. This is what my brother did. We're just gonna amp these guys up right away. Whoa! Astounding! The heads of Pikmin are glowing and they seem extremely agitated. The ultra spicy spray appears to increase Pikmin's speed and attack power. What a discovery! Yeah, use that for bosses. I'm just hoping it kills... Oh, God. Oh, God. Frickin' Christ. Well, that's what happens. Electronic tester. Okay, that's why it's a... Well, how bizarre. This device is emitting black lights. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hakotate cannot come soon enough. Well, that's fine. We lost a lot of Pikmin there, over 30, but... we got it. Yeah, it rolled. I was worried about that, but it's just like, well, what am I going to do? I just figured kill it fast. We lost some purple Pikmin, but not most of them. That's better than it usually goes. Love tester? Oh, okay. Prototype detector. This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I will connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. There we go. It will now appear on your monitor, and the needle will move right as you approach treasure. We still have the majority of our purple Pikmin, right? Okay, we only lost 3 purple Pikmin, but that is devastating in context. But there we go. That should be the end of that cave. And I do like at the end of caves, you do usually find like a really cool item that enhances you in some way permanently. There we go. Cave complete. And that gave us enough money to already break 20% of our debt. That's what happens when you're thorough. I think this will go a lot faster than it did for me and my brother, because I'm going to be more thorough about finding treasures and amping up my army and trying to be a little more careful with how I handle my Pikmin. %of debt recovered. And I do like after like every 10% mark, you do have like a little benchmark of just sort of like, hey, there's your, there's your guidepost, or goalpost is kind of being set. We're going to get a full team of 100 because we can. Well, mostly 100. 90. Oh, right, that's in our... Oh yeah, those resprouted berries. Because yeah, having the spicy spray does help. That can make bosses easier and such. And so if you use them right and have enough, you can just decimate. But, gotta get there. Okay, it's that one. We got to go into that cave for sure, but I don't want to do another cave right now because, as you can see, time does not pass while you're in caves, which I know people don't like because it breaks the rules of the game. Oh, that's right, we can't go through there either because we don't got the... Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I think we're going to pause in midday. Because we can do another cave and get that right away. Okay, hold on while they're carrying stuff. There's not much left of the day, but at the same time, if we get that done now, it just saves us time later. So, yeah, okay, you know what? We're going to pause midday here. We're getting started. There's a lot in Pikmin 2 I think I like, but it's execution that is a little rough. But we'll get there as we go. We'll wrap up here midday, and next time we continue, we will carry on and keep spelunking. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.